Hello, my fellow comic book readers, geeks and nerds. Welcome to my Comicology YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Ballad of Halo Jones comic book. Now, this comic book was published by 2000 AD. This is a British company. It was written by Mr. Alan Moore and drawn by Mr. Ian Gibson. It's a black and white comic. It's 202 pages. It is one full story. It collects the whole arc of Halo Jones' character, and it's made up of three different books of Halo Jones. I guess you can call this a mainstream comic in England because, as I told you, it's a British comic. It's around $18, and it's a complete black and white comic book. Before talking about the comic, I'd like to talk more about the writer, Mr. Alan Moore. I mean, if you're a comic book reader, I'm sure you've all heard Mr. Alan Moore's name from his previous comics, or even if you haven't read his comics, I'm sure you have watched a few of his films that has been taken to the mainstream. These are, of course, Watchmen, The Extraordinary League of Gentlemen, From Hell, and of course, V for Vendetta. The comic book has, although it's a cyberpunk and a science fiction story, it has a lot of typical Alan Moore ideas inside, like anarchism, environmentalism, totalitarianism, and those sorts of different types of ideas. It is not a classic science fiction comic where, bad guys take out their guns and, fight against good guys. It has lots and lots of social and politic issues behind all the main storyline. Ian Gibson's illustrations may look a little weird at first. You're seeing it in the video also right now. But to be honest, after a while you get used to it, and when you get used to it, the story becomes a lot more easier to follow and a lot more easier to read. The main character here is Halo Jones. And Halo Jones is a soldier, more like a mercenary. And this book encounters her adventures in foreign lands and in foreign planets where she's fighting against different types of enemies. As I just said, don't think as it as a classical science fiction book. It actually has a lot of depth inside it. I think it's a good book. It's an interesting book. And if you're a science fiction and if you're an Alan Moore fan, you should definitely put this in your library. Well, that's for me. Thanks for listening to me. And for more reviews about comics, please subscribe to Comicology, my YouTube channel.